Memory lane.
Take us through Super Bowl week, my man. How was Super Bowl week for you?
Man, yeah, I'm going to go back to my first Super Bowl because the first one, it was overwhelming for me. You know, when I came here, I had one thing on my mind, and that was winning the Super Bowl. And what you realize is when you come here, you got to have more than that on your mind because there's a lot more things going on. And for me, I looked at all the other things as distractions. And, you know, I know we don't want to be distracted, but I think you have to learn to embrace the media. You have to learn to embrace the coverage that is the Super Bowl. Yep. And the first time around, I was worn out by game time because I was letting everything bother me. I'm like, I don't want to do another interview. I don't want to go there. I don't want them to take me to this.
It was
I just want to focus on the football game. And yeah, so I allowed that stress to kind of beat me up. So I was exhausted come game time, but I got a little bit better in my other two. Handled it a little bit better.
I like it. Mine was a blur because I didn't have the 2 weeks that go on now. I mean, we landed from beating Philadelphia back in Tampa that Sunday night, had a drink, a toast, and we took off to go to San Diego that Monday morning. And
wow.
It was just going. I got stitches in my eye, shades on my face, everything going on. They asking all my teammates, what's different about Sap? What's different about Sap? I said, other than these shades, nothing. I tried to keep everything simple because for a defensive lineman, keep it simple, stupid. Everything I did on a normal week, I was going to do that week because it was strictly about winning a championship. So everything else, I didn't want any.
But this guy had three times.
And this is and went both ways, Tom. We had a 2-week break and once a 1-week break. And let me tell you something. As Paul says in the book of Romans, you understand my form of conversation,
preacher.
Which means old lifestyle. I had a party. I had fun. I'm sorry, y'all. It was a blast. I love that I had Jimmy Johnson, too, because Jimmy Johnson said, you do what you got to do to bring the best out of you on Sunday. And then he said, I'm going to give you Sunday night, because we got that a week before. I'm going to give you Sunday night and Monday night off to get it all out of you, and we can turn back to focus on Tuesday. Well, yeah, I worked hard on getting it out of me Sunday and Monday night so I can focus in on Tuesday. I love the week. You know, I'll tell you this. This is the week where everybody's patting you on the back for a job well done. It's a long and hard season, and everybody doesn't make it here. And I wanted to feel that pat on the back those first couple of days. Yeah, we here, dog. Yeah, we here. In the party and everything. But Tuesday comes around, and then you start focusing in. And then by the end of the week, Saturday, Sunday, I want to start thinking about all that it took to get here to make sure I don't blow this game.
You know, I was different. I could not wait. San Francisco 49ers. First of all, the Super Bowl was really beating Dallas.
Yeah.
When we beat Dallas in the championship, it was. That was the Super Bowl. Because we knew we were going to beat San Diego.
Once you got past that championship.
And Mike said, you know, I was so ignorant back then, as Mike. I had a Lamborghini Diablo delivered from me to me at the hotel curtain. I told him to make sure you leave the doors up so they knew.
That car probably cost more than I made.
But I wanted the party to have a good time because you never knew when you're going to get back. I remember telling Ray Rose, Ray, now you know, on Friday, I got to get out there now. And that's what I do. Ray Rose, this is no lie, Ray Rose came and got me out of my room, took me down the fire escape, put me in my car. I went and did my thing. I called him on the way back in. Took me back up. I got in the room, got my rest. I'm straight. Now that's a decoy nail. That's a decoy nail.
Allow everybody to do what they need to do.
And when I went to Dallas, I went Mike and Barry Switzer, please. We had suites on one level. We knew we never contemplated losing. Yeah. We were so crazy that we were talking about, okay, who's going to say we're going to Disney World? Who's going to get that one? Okay, let's hang in there, Mike.
We're negotiating.
Make the money go up.
Let's bring the money up.
Negotiating the team deal.
Let's bring the money up to 100.
Raise that number. Yes, we were. It was never a question about winning. It was a question about, well, who do we think will get MVP? Let's just work on that right now.
I was foolish enough to think I was going to pop champagne. We put our clothes in plastic, had 2 Magnum bottles. They were like, don't even think about it. I'm like, I just won a championship. That's how foolish I was.
We got a couple of you guys lost the championship game. Now, Tom Brady said he's not going to watch the Super Bowl. Where you guys weigh in on that?
Now, let me, you know, after we lost, that was the 3rd time. You know, I'd already had 2 Super Bowls. Now, I tell you this, though. I would never go to a Super Bowl prior to going to a Super Bowl. Once I went, and once I got my ring, I've been to every one ever since. But, you know, so I don't mind watching now, you know, and I didn't mind watching after I had one. But prior to having one, I had an issue with going.
I was a little different because we won ours, and then I actually went down and watch your guys' Super Bowl.
Oh.
And that was the worst thing ever.
went to the game?
I went to the game.
Where did you
and
sit? Where did you sit?
I sat in
sat in the stands?
sat in a box somewhere. And
Yeah,
people
box.
screaming and yelling, I'm watching it, and I can't sit still, and my wife's going, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't do this. I should be in this game.
I know.
I can't sit here and watch it. I have no problem watching it at home. I feel
Yeah.
like you have to watch it for the history of the game. You want to see those two teams, but I could not watch it in the stadium until I retired. I never went back to another game when I was playing.
I will tell you, I cheated. I went and saw my Cowboys in '93. Beat the Buffalo Bills.
Let me see your boy.
Yeah, I had to go
That's that
I had to go
right
see
there.
my Cowboys.
Where did you sit?
I understand.
On the 35-yard
You
line.
sat in the stands?
Yeah, I was in college then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was a
That
young fella.
makes a lot of sense.
But there's no way I would ever go to a Super Bowl now except on the sideline like we are and get kicked off. But watching it at home, I'd have to watch it at home because, come on, man, it's the Super Bowl.
I did not watch the history of the game.
Tom is upset, of course.
Well, yeah.
And he lost to Peyton,
Yeah.
and he hadn't won in a while.
Yeah.
Now, I understand not going, but I love football.
Yeah.
Gotta watch.
I gotta watch. I gotta see what transpired, what scheme, what we could have done different because you're reliving those moments. One thing about losing, now you reliving every moment. Like
What?
we should have did this, even they should have did that.
No
we
doubt
could have
about
did
that.
that. We could have did that. Yeah. We
That
could have
third
did
down
this.
still haunt me right now.
Right.
We called timeout, went to the sideline, changed the play, still haunt me to this day.
Yep. Still
Oh
ball.
my goodness.